Chitchat Kit Kats. So I went to that thing last night, and I was a bit disappointed, I have to say, after all of that, because I paid for the meet and greet thing, and I thought that, you know, we were going to get to meet Daryl Anka as well, but no, just the guy that was hosting the thing, who I've never heard of. I don't know anything about him. But everybody was so excited to get their picture with him, and I went up there, you know, and he goes, "Oh, you want to take the picture?" And I go, "No, I don't know you." Not really, I don't know you. I said, I thought, you know, I came because Daryl Anka was going to speak, and I thought he would be here as well, but, you know, apparently not. Well, the guy was really nice, I mean, you know, but he's got no experiences. He just questioning things and interviews people. And this is the first time he met Daryl Anka and was interviewing him. And of course, he's asking him things that, you know, we've already heard numerous times about how Daryl Anka got into channeling Bashar, that he saw the spacecrafts twice and went to this channeling thing, and, you know, all the background information that I've heard numerous times already. So there was really not too much new. I asked about the Greys, and he said, oh, there are a number of different factions of Greys. I already knew all this already anyway. Now, the one thing he did say that was interesting is there is a documentary thing out called First Contact, and it's got him in there, and they have him hooked up, you know, to the EEG, and saw that when he's channeling Bashar, it's a really total difference in the brain waves and things that are taking place. So that was interesting. You know, so that was about it. Everything else I'd already heard a number of times, and, you know, and then the guys, he had another couple guys that came out. One of them, his dad was working on Project Blue Book, and, you know, the big cover-up of all the stuff that took place. And he was a bit kind of rude, because they were talking about their big DMT experience, their drug-taking thing that they did, you know, yesterday or day before. I'm not interested in their drug-taking experiences. So, I mean, really, for me, there was nothing of interest there, other than seeing Daryl Anka in person, and he is a very, very genuine person, very down to earth, very, very genuine. So I did get that feeling from watching him with his talking and things, but the other guys, they know nothing. I mean, they're just speculating about this and speculating about that, but no experience other than their drug taking that they did yesterday. Big whoop. And I don't know, when I went up there and talked to him for a couple seconds, I asked him if he knew what happened in Area 51, He said, no, I heard there was a fire. Yeah, I know there was a big fire, and that's why I asked. No, he didn't know anything. What happened or where it was at or... So really this guy, I'll check out his channel. I guess his channel is called Area 52. And like I said, he was a very pleasant guy. But he's had no experience, no nothing. And he was telling me, oh, you might like some person's channel talking about something love conscious, something, I don't know what, Well, I've already been through all that, a direct experience, so I'm like going, yeah, okay, yeah. So I think, most of the people there were following this, and it didn't seem like it was a crowd of people that had actual experiences. They were all just, interested in the subject, and that was about it. So, again, it was kind of a letdown. Now, there is another one that I signed up for that's coming up the end of August, where Daryl Anka is going to be there, and he will be channeling. So, I'll finally get to see him actually channeling. But so many of the events he's going to are expensive events, and they're all these people are coming that are trying to sell something, which all the experiences I've already had. I'm not gonna, I don't want to pay for their, for their things of which I have no interest at all in. So it's been tough to find, something to go to that would be of interest for myself. But anyway, with all of that said, the second book is ready. I've just got to get where I can upload it to Amazon. So the first 24 pages of it, though, are the same as the first book, where it talks about my background, all of that, drama. Which in one way, well, do we put it in or do we take it out? But if you've never read the first book, then, it might be of interest for somebody to read. So kept that in. So if you've already got the first book and went through it, bypass the first 24 pages and then you get to the channeling. So, yeah, that's ready to go. I've just, like I said, I've got to get somewhere. I'm not sure if I can do it when I'm on the road. I'll try. I'll try to get in and get it uploaded and everything. But I don't have the cover. I don't think I have cover artwork with me, though. So I'm not sure if Kumar sent me that or not. But he sets all the type up and all of that, so it'll fit, It'll be the same size, a 6x9 book. The same as the first one. And it's about the same amount of pages and things as the first one was. So we'll see. We'll see if I get to a place and I'm able to get that uploaded. If I am, I'll let you know. when it's ready, but it's apparently, yeah, ready to go. So we'll see. Can't believe the second book is already ready. So if you enjoyed the first one, the second one is about ready to go. And it does have some new channel things that were not put on the YouTube channel. There is some new channeling things that you would get in the second book that are not. Now you do get all the things that were also put on the channel, the YouTube channel. Those you will have in this book, and then plus there's extra ones that I've done. So you get some new content as well. So yeah, that's happening. And that came through to let me know that it's ready to go while I was sitting in that thing last night. Which was a bit funny. That was a bit humorous. And my book is ready to go. Oh, okay. So we'll see. But, you know, like I said, overall, I wasn't impressed. I don't want to listen to them talking about their DMT druggy drama. And their speculation about this and speculation about that. But it was interesting to hear Daryl Anka. Even though 99.9% of what he said I'd already heard, you know. So now the puppies, this was the longest time I was away from them. I parked in the garage. They had the garage parking, and it was $20 for the, you know, garage parking. I went in there, and you know how the dogs are. They're just, anybody comes up to the window, they're, you know, barking and screaming like insane. And this guy's worried, oh my God, are these dogs going to be barking? I said, no, once I leave the car, they're going to be quiet. You know, they're just protective while I'm in the car. And so he had me parked down, you know, down at this thing, and they were quite fine there. But man, when I came back, they were so excited to see me, because that was the longest time they've ever been left alone in here by themselves. And the guy was just like, he saw that the minute I left, they were quiet. It was, you know, he said, yeah, no, it was all good. I said, yeah, they're just protective, you know. They're being protective. But I said, no, they're very good puppies, you know, but they are protective of the space when I'm in the car. And so when I got in and we left, it's already, you know, 10 o'clock at night. You know, I drove around. I found a place that I could park, and was fine that night. But the minute I parked, they just curled up and went to sleep. Didn't even wait for their, you know what, you know when. They just went to bed right away. So that was fine. across the desert over here out of this, I think this is 14, but it's going out across the desert over here. So much better than the freeway, you know. I just get tired of driving the freeways and stuff, and this is going through some little towns and things out in the desert here, which are fine. Black lava rock over here, all broken up. So long time ago they had a volcano out here somewhere. So there's a lot of black lava rock out here. Lava flows that they had. I was kind of debating on whether to go up or not because there are so many fires going on, and I guess one place I was supposed to go, according to the crystal ball, one is up in California by the redwoods and the other one is up across from Portland in the woods over there, but I think that's all on fire over there. So I don't know if anything's going to happen or not, but decided I'm just going to stay on the road for a while, you know, and go up and check it and see. If nothing else happens, at least I get a nice ride out of it, you know. If we get some nice road time. And I get to see some new roadways that I haven't seen before. And that's always a joy. You know, I like to put in here where I want to go and put no freeways, you know, and just see where it's going to route, you know, what route it's going to take me. Always the adventure. So yeah, enjoying that. Anyway, on that note, I will leave that here. We're going to keep pedaling down the road. And, yeah, just see what else comes up.